Reason number two is you have the time to be able to do the things that you want to do. So it's just time freedom. And a lot of people think they have time freedom, or at least I thought I had time freedom when I was really had less time freedom than I thought. So here's what I do currently. And I have a lot of these businesses that run without me. So what I think about for my personal schedule, Mondays are open. It doesn't mean I don't work on Mondays. I work on the things that I want to work on, or like this last Monday was really nice and I did very little work because I went for a mountain bike ride. I played pickleball. I did the things that I wanted to do that day because the weather was nice. Some Mondays I'm working proactively on stuff. Maybe it is creating things for some of the masterminds that I run. Maybe it's the franchise tribe mastermind and I'm helping them. I'm getting some really good speakers to come on. That's the kind of things that I like to do. I enjoy doing, and that will be a typical like Monday morning thing that I work on. Or maybe it's preparing for podcasts or wanting to get certain guests on the podcast and then working to get them on. So that's a typical Monday. I don't really have anything on my calendar. Sometimes it's fun, sometimes it's play, but it's usually always blocked off. Friday's very similar. Friday's very open for me. I usually have that blocked off as, family day. An example is last Friday, I had a date afternoon with my wife. And this Friday, I have one podcast. A friend of mine just said, "Hey, will you be on this podcast and talk about some of the business and the cool things that you've been up to?" And I said, "Sorry, I have a date." I'm like, "Oh, my date starts at 1:00 with my wife, so I can do that podcast." And I did it because I wanted to do it, not because I needed to or I needed to fit it in. It's because I really enjoy this particular friend of mine. And it's a really good relationship and we're aligned in many different ways. And I wanted to do his podcast. So, and here's the other thing, it's not going to be a very nice day here. So all of those things combined, I'm doing a podcast and spending time with the family, or at least my wife that evening and afternoon. So Fridays are very open for me. So when I say have the time to do the things that you want to do, I want to do those things on Mondays and Fridays. And then Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday are typically work. I typically have once a month, I have mastermind sessions that I run on Tuesdays and Wednesdays and Thursdays, depending on the mastermind, whether it's the franchise tribe mastermind with franchisees or the franchisor mastermind and the coaching that I do for franchisors to help them with their sales, franchise sales. And, we have a product called Franchise Sales Mentor, where I help franchisors through group coaching have an effective process to take a candidate that doesn't know anything about the brand to educating them along the way to be able to eventually buy a franchise. And so many franchisors have done that so wrong for so many years. And the ones that do it really well, everybody knows who they are. They're a household name, or they're working with an incredible FSO, franchise sales organization. And there's a huge gap between where they a new brand or a brand that has like a not great track record of bringing on franchisees and being able to have a $1 million a year type person like myself at the helm running their franchise sales organization. And I fit the gap in between that for them. And it's taken some time to build that, but I've done that. And so I typically take a day where I work with Caleb and start working on those types of things. So when I roll this stuff out, I can confidently help the people that I'm helping. So that's like a franchisor or the franchise sales mentor deal that I do. And then another mastermind is the tribe of investors, where I help people that don't want to have active income, meaning active income that you work for, but they have money that they want to deploy or put to work and have passive income, like true passive income. And that's typically done on a Tuesday, Wednesday, or Thursday in that mastermind, where I bring deals to those folks. That's all enjoyable work. That's work that I want to do. And so when I talk about having time to do the things that you want to do, sometimes that is work, and sometimes that's family or play or whatever it is that you want to do. But that's a typical week for me. Mondays and Fridays off, Fridays, especially in the summertime, we go boating. In the afternoon, I try to be done by 3 o'clock. That way, if I want to go do something outside or early with the family, I'm able to do that.